Right, now we've got all the kit, we need to find ourselves a model. What you can do obviously is ask friends, family, just so you start getting an idea on how to use your equipment. There's plenty of tutorials on YouTube, other places about lighting techniques, camera settings, etc. You can use social media to find models, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, there's lots of places there. Now initially when you want to start shooting models, probably the best route to take is to go onto like a group shoot at a studio. They're advertised all over the place. You get sort of 3 or 4, maybe 5 photographers, maybe 1 or 2 models, but then they'll have a professional person there who sets up the lights for you, answers any questions, gets everything set up so you get a good idea on what you'd be doing. Once you've done 1 or 2 of those, you might want to then sort of go solo, if you like, and just do your own work. Now there's quite a few portfolio hosting sites around. The one that I prefer, and it does seem to be really, really popular at the moment, is called Purpleport. So when you go onto the Purpleport site, you can actually set up a free account. So just type in Purpleport, and then you'll find here. So portfolio hosting and network for models and photographers, studios, makeup artists and other creatives. So you can join for free, and once you've joined up, you go through all the usual processes. They've got their own terms and conditions, and obviously you want to follow those when you actually start booking models or talking to people online. So let's just go in and have a look at it. So I'm already logged in, and hopefully I've got the work safe filter on, so there should be nothing popping up that's not too good. Let's just double check on that. Yeah, that's all hidden. So on here you've got on the front page what they call front page images. So if you've got a really, really good photograph, there's moderators on here who choose which photographs should go on the front page. So if I click on to more, we'll see a lot more front page images. So you can see there's a wide variety that are put onto the front page. It's not just set in stone. It's not all professional photographers or professional models. It just if it's a good picture, it'll go on the front page. So I go back to the main page. They have a competition section here. They give you ideas on sort of how you can go with your creativity. So we've got Euphoria competition on here. You can see that there's quite a few filters on there, but you can get some ideas on different poses and different things you can do just to help you bring your ideas out. Go back to the home page. So we've got an old age competition here, so it's not all just females hardly clothed or naked. If we have a look on here, so the winning photograph in this competition, a nice old gentleman here with all his medals and things. Runners up, again you can see a variety of different ideas for old age. If you win the competition, you get a free month of unlimited Purpleport, which gives you a lot of different things you can do on the site itself. Along the top here you've got notifications, you've got mail, there's different groups you can join, you can search for certain types of model, casting, so photographers can put out a casting call asking for a particular kind of model, models can put out casting calls for photographers, different events, articles that are all to do with all sorts of things related to photography and modelling, and then the competitions. As we come down, we've got here recent group discussions. As with all online forums, you can get involved or you don't have to. It's not a great thing to do if you don't want to. Recently added images, so these are pictures that have just been put up, and again I've got the filter enabled, so hopefully there won't be anything on here that will get me binned off. So you can see a wide variety of photographs go up on there, so it is a really, really, really good site. do bear in mind that if you do contact a model regarding photographic work, keep it professional. They have levels that they will work to. Don't try and push the levels. So if they don't do topless, don't ask them to do topless. So if we have a look at some casting calls here, so we've got paid, 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 paid work, paid work. So you can get a lot of things on here where it's just paid, but you can filter that down. And let's have a look at what we're looking for here. Collaboration. So it says trade, TFP, TFCD, syndicate. So TFP's from the olden days, time for prints, then time for CDs. So they still call it that nowadays. So if you go onto this collaboration, so basically you both don't pay each other. You can put some money in towards travel expenses or buying some costumes or whatever. So we've got collaboration, syndication, and again there's quite a few. You can reduce how far out you want to go, so let's reduce it to 30 miles, and we've still got quite a few around there. So the free side of things, you just get basic. You're limited to how many pictures you can put up. If we just have a quick look on my portfolio, it's not topless or anything, it's just sort of boudoir stuff, so it won't show on here because it's safe for work. So you can see some of the stuff I've done on here. And we've got some albums down here, recommendations or references if you like. Just gives you an idea on the sort of things that can happen on here. It is a really, really good site. So you can go free or you can subscribe. I'm not too sure how much it is. It's not that expensive, probably less than £6 or £7 a month. So it's really, really good value. So this is where you can find your models. You can create your own casting. So if I wanted to create a new casting, it gives you guides up here on how to do the casting. Interesting title attracts attention. Don't make it too long. A nice snappy little title. Then I want to either get paid or pay for a shoot or collaborate. Then what you're looking for, studios or models, whatever. Dates. So if you haven't got any date in mind, you just leave this area blank. Then you put on here where you want it to be, and then a description. So just make sure it's really, really well written, clear, concise, and people know what you're talking about. And then you just click on the create and casting call, and then that brings you up to that area there. Alright, so just to sort of go back on it, first few things you want to do is possibly look for events, studio days, there's lots around. Go along for those, just get an idea on what it's like to actually work with a real life model, and yeah, just ask them for some advice if you're not too sure. Ask other photographers who might be there who do it regularly. Get as much advice as you can, just be nice to people and you'll be okay.